kept at home until they're old enough to leave.
Right, I'm going to do a really emotional, sad walk up here.
Is that the picture then? So we've had, you all know this bloody Mini, it does my head in. It chucked all its water out. So we've limped it back home, or back to the workshop. I'm going to quickly whip it apart. I've got a funny feeling it's the heater matrix is blocked up because there's no heat inside the car at all. It drives fine. It's not getting hot. It just decided to spew it all out. So, yet again, working on the bloody Mini. Come out. Fucking cars. I hate cars.
I have a funny feeling that this will be a never-ending series.
Yeah.
Instead of it being 5 episodes, it'll be the racing and it'll be the days out.
Yeah.
The repairs.
Broken.
Yeah.
And it'll be broken.
Yeah.
And it'll be broken. And it will probably be broken. Oh, and it'll be crashed as well, don't forget. It's always going to have stuff need doing.
It's the joys of a race car.
The joys of a Mini.
Yeah.
Be careful not to scratch it, Kelly will be saying now. Don't scratch my paintwork.
Blah, blah, blah. Words to that effect. What? What you want? Peril? No, it's getting close, I reckon.
So what have you got to do to it? What's the plan?
I'm just pulling off the pipes for the heater matrix, which is proving tricky because they've been on there a day or two, haven't they? As always. I'm just going to flush some water through the matrix. By the looks of the amount of water that's just come out, probably is blocked.
So what does the matrix do? So the water...
Matrix for the heater inside the car.
So the hot water goes...
Hot water, once the engine's hot, the water circulates, the engine gets hot, goes in through the matrix, which then makes the inside nice and warm. And it wasn't... and it probably restricting the flow of the water going through the matrix to make it go bubble bubble and throw all its water out. Loaded pipes. It's like extension cables, isn't it? You put them away as tight as you can. Go to it without touching it, and it tangles itself up.
I mean, comment down below what you think is the worst, but I'm going to say Christmas lights.
Yeah, Christmas lights. See, don't really bother me because I don't fucking like Christmas.
I wrap my Christmas lights in a Coke bottle or a Fanta bottle. Other drinks are available. Bottle.
Yeah.
So wrap it around the bottom, just twist it.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's a top tip.
Top tip.
Mike's top tips, mate. Not off. Right then.
Crowler's top tips.
Tune in next week for some more of Mike's top tips, mate. Not off.
So that's just going directly through to the heater matrix inside the car.
So,
Straight into the
pipe in, pipe out.
Yeah.
Water goes in, water comes out, keeps flowing around the engine. I've now got water going in. Can you see any coming out yet?
Nil point.
No. Which would suggest I was right.
Do you know what? You should get a job as a mechanic.
Fuck that, I wouldn't want to do this for a living. Oh, shit. Look at that. Clear water. Loads of shit come out of that. Now it's flowing beautifully.
So how have you... So you put it in the out and it's pushed it back through the in?
Yeah, just do a bit of both. Don't go too mad with the pressure because it can blow the seals off inside the car.
So the water has exploded out of the top of the expansion tank. The cap has actually got a valve inside it. So when the valve opens, because of too much pressure, it's dumped all of the water out. So flushing it through this way and then that way and then this way has unblocked the heater matrix, meaning the water flow can be shotted through a lot easier. And this is probably what's wrong with mine, because mine's doing similar things. So I'm going to have a little go with mine as well, or ask Morgan to do it because it's a little bit cleaner if somebody else does it, isn't it? Ha!
Just when you thought it was safe. The richest man in Devon has just turned up.
Oh. Oi, oi.
What do you think?
Johnny's filming again. You
Yeah,
alright?
it is my job.
Don't. It's looking nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it's in pieces again. Why? Of course it's looking nice.
Oh, what have you done to it?
Oh, it fucking spoiled, didn't it?
Did it?
Yeah. It's a mini, what do you expect? They're all shit.
Oh, flipping it. I've got trouble with mine, flipping.
See? They're all shit.
It's been doing it for ages. There's an S, yeah?
Yeah.
And I'll start her up.
Yeah.
Always starts fine, every time. But sometimes it sounds a little bit lumpy.
Yours is a 56, isn't it? Turbo one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sounds a bit lumpy.
Yeah.
Or it misses. Yeah?
Yeah.
Just the revs sort of fluctuate a little bit maybe. Only a little bit.
Right.
But you go to pull off the drive and it can be literally just nothing there. Like, it won't stall.
No.
But it's nothing, you rev it and it's like, and it's like, and you sat there in the middle of the road waiting for the car to hit you. But you press the sport button and
Yeah.
it seems to run a lot better.
Right. Have you had it plugged in?
No.
Has it been back for a recall?
What?
Promotion for a recall. There's a recall on them
Is it?
for a heat shield. Nothing exciting.
Oh.
We've just bought one. R56 like yours. It's got an oil leak and a knocking noise.
Right.
And I've done a check the other day and there's a recall on it, so I'm going to ring up, book it in, and you get book it in for the recall and a free health check.
Yeah.
They diagnose, write a list of anything that's wrong with it. You don't have any of it done, it's all free. and then you know what's wrong with it, you can fix it.
Yeah, right. Yeah?
Yeah.
Go from there.
Yeah. It could be.
Been very helpful yet again.
See?
So now that we've given free car advice, do we get free equipment off his hand?
Shut up.
Go and see
Nice to
Pete.
see ya.
Worrying.
Right. You sure you don't need nothing off me?
No. When is it you break up to go up and help Santa anyway?
Oh, shut up. That's it. You give me a
Oh yeah, I need to book some holiday for that. Plan now, what do you have to do now?
Fire it up, let it bleed nipples out, bleed the system, get some water through wherever it's got to go, and give it back to her so she can drive it. Really awkward, horrible little 8mm bolt down there for bleeding, which is really helpful, but you've got to take that one out, wherever it is. Where's my torch? That one there. Magnetic torch, it's not magnetic to plastic. Really helpful. There it is. That one there. That one. That one.
Oh god.
Which is really helpful and awkward to get to. But hey, that's why we've got hands on the end of our fingers. Wouldn't that be helpful? Like an eye on the end of your finger. You had an eye on the end of your finger. Like there, yeah? That was an eye on the end of there. You could, you know, look underneath that.
You could look everywhere, yeah.
You could look everywhere with that.
Imagine if you had an eye on the top of your toe. So you could just put it... Oh no, that'd be quite rude.
That's rude, yeah.
I just thought looking under cars, but...
Well, yeah.
People, like if you were Scottish, I wouldn't enjoy that too much.
You're just wrong.
So, for the benefit of our viewers... Oh, so that's dropping down now. So when you take... Because that hole is lower...
Yeah.
Then the air comes out of that hole.
You've got it. I tell you what.
Honestly, I should work here. Why is it screaming at you?
It's the air escaping. I want to escape. I don't want to be in here.
So
it's not nice.
Is there any other reasons why you would have to bleed a radiator system?
Only when you do. When you
Right,
open
yeah.
the system, because it's sealed technically, and there's certain points are higher than others.
Right.
Sorry, I'll move out the way of the camera. Certain points are higher than others, so you literally bleed different points to get the circulation.
So this is another bleeder.
Another bleeder, little bleeder. This one.
Little bleeder.
Yeah.
So if we watch that, what will we see?
Not a great deal,
Oh.
because I haven't started it up.
Oh, now you've got to... Oh, so that one can bleed without it being started, or not? So that started to go down. That level starts to go down. So is it when it starts to come out of that hole, then you tie it back up again? Yeah. Yeah.
Reads everything, speed, temperatures.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, really clever, to be honest. And it was a cheap one. You can buy lots of expensive ones. We bought a cheap one as well. Perfect.
Your green eyes are like a mine. We could own